Hello everyone, I'm Charlie Benami here with my good friend Casey Farr, and we welcome you to our live broadcast of the New York Islanders High School Hockey League's second annual Stick It to Cancer event benefiting programs to treat pediatric cancer. We've got a good one tonight, and we thank you for joining us to watch the 1-0 reigning varsity champs Cold Spring Harbor take on Bethpage, who sits at 4-2-1. Now we'll go to some interviews that me and Casey got before.
Here before the game with Bethpage's Brian Hanley. So how does it feel to play block away from your high school with all these people?
Yeah, no, it's really an amazing thing. They're able to get the entire community down here for such an awesome cause. Not just this game in particular, but throughout the whole season. We really love the effort our community makes to come down to events like this.
You mentioned the cause. Can you just elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, obviously our teammate Derek was diagnosed with cancer last year, and it's so important that people realize the gift of hockey is a gift, and not everyone has that opportunity to play. I really stress to my teammates when we're out there, don't sacrifice this gift if it's been given to you. That's something that we really stress in our locker room is hard work.
And with that hard work, how do you think that's going to transition into the season?
Especially in big games like tonight, our teammates are fired up. They're here, we're here 2 hours, an hour and a half before the game, really making sure that we're mentally ready, physically ready, and as a team, we're ready to rock on the ice. So I think that's a big part of our game.
And what do you think is the ceiling necessarily for this team?
I don't think there is any. Like Derek said, I don't think there is. I think we can go as far as winning the whole thing in the States just because of that mentality that we have in our guys. It's a big year for us, and we can get it done through hard work.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Here with Bethpage's Derek Zecchino for this game. So Derek, how do you feel about playing block away from your high school in front of all these fans?
It feels amazing. I mean, we always have fans come out and support us, but to see this many people come down and reach out and help us out with the charity, it really means a lot to us.
And what do you think is so special about this cause that you're playing for tonight?
Well, this originally started because I was diagnosed last year before the season started with cancer, and my teammates stepped up and they wanted to do this for me, and we decided to send all the money we raised to Common Children's Hospital where I was being treated, and we wanted to do it again this year to keep this cause alive and keep it going.
I agree, that's a fantastic cause. But going over to this year, how do you think that your team's going to be able to perform going out down the stretch?
I mean, we got everyone healthy this year, which is something that doesn't always happen with Bethpage hockey. So we're hoping for a long season. Hoping to hopefully go to states, play till March and go deep in the playoffs.
And you said you want to go deep. How far do you think this team can go?
I think we can win it all. There's no question.
Thank you. Now we're going to move on to the Bethpage head coach to talk about what his team is going to be doing so far this season.
Good.
Hi, I'm here before the game with Coach Schmier of the Bethpage hockey team. And Coach, playing a block away from the high school and in front of a large crowd, what does it do for a game like this?
Well, it really gets our players pumped. It's very exciting that we are that close to the rink. We get a lot of fan support during the year, but especially on a special night like this, Stick It to Cancer Night. Starting last year, we had over 1,000 people here, and our kids respond to that. They really appreciate all the fan support, and tonight we're looking forward to another big one, especially against a big rival like Cold Spring Harbor.
And you mentioned Stick It to Cancer. Can you just elaborate on what that means to this team?
Well, it's very close to our heart as one of our players, Derek Zecchino, last year was diagnosed with brain cancer, and he has fought really hard to come back on the ice with us, and he's just such a great teammate and a captain on our team that his players, all the players on our team have really learned what it's like, that it's bigger than the game of hockey, but to support a teammate and a fellow schoolmate is really important to Bethpage.
And moving on to the season, you guys didn't have the greatest seasons last year. How does that move into what you're trying to accomplish this year?
Well, it's funny. Each year you have something special that sort of signifies your year. And last year, 2 years ago, we had best season we've ever had. Last year, having a little bit of a struggle, but then we had the Stick It to Cancer game, and we beat undefeated Oceanside at the time, and that was really a big highlight of our season. This year we're starting off pretty good, but we are playing the defending county championship Cold Spring Harbor team. So it's a big challenge for us, but we're here to rise for the occasion.
I know a lot of the players are optimistic about how far this team can go. How do you feel about that?
You know, if they take their assignment each game like they're supposed to and really know what they're doing and stick to that game plan, they can go far, without a doubt. There's some talented kids out there, but more than the talent they have the desire. They are a team. That is the key thing, is that these guys are a bunch of close-knit teammates. And, you know, when you look at it in the professionals, you know, Toronto is a heck of a hockey club, but they're not doing well. They're just superstars. We have a team that bonds together and plays for each other, and that means a lot.
All right, thank you, Coach.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'm here with Cold Spring Harbor coach Sean Considine, and I'm just wondering tonight, what does your team have to do to leave the building with a win?
We got to keep our composure, stick to our systems, play discipline, and stay out of the penalty box.
All right. So, who should the viewers look at as players to watch to make an impact tonight?
We have a pretty talented first line of numbers 39, 8, 16.
All right. And so you guys are the reigning varsity champs, and you're coming off a strong opening win. How do you avoid getting into the letting your players get into their head, thinking that everything's easy? How do you keep the intensity up and make sure that everybody stays focused?
You know, last season's in the past. We had a great run last year, and now it's just time to focus on, you know, what's at task here. We got a good group here, and they're pretty focused, and they know they can do some damage. But like I said, they just got to stick to our plan and come to the rink every night ready to play.
All right, thanks so much, Coach. Thank you. I'm here with Max Van Son, Cold Spring Harbor captain, and I've just got some questions for you. So from your perspective, what are the keys to getting a win tonight?
I think it starts with the first goal, you know, just that's the biggest one, get the momentum on your side. Keep chipping away at the other team, keep hitting them, dump pucks deep, and just play our game.
All right. So what do you feel is your team's biggest strength, and how do you capitalize on that?
We have a big team. We can lay the body, and we got a lot of puck movement in our offense and defense, and a lot of defensemen have great shots, and it starts with the getting the pucks deep and grinding it out.
All right. And is there anything specifically that you do to get ready on game day?
Stick to the ritual. Coach gives us a good plan, and I just stick to what they say, and I just try my best.
All right, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now to the singing. wonderful rendition of the anthem. We're ready to play some hockey.
It's going to be an interesting 45 minutes of hockey here. Bethpage and Cold Spring Harbor.
And so, we're ready. Let's go over some keys. What do you think is going to decide this contest?
There are a few things that will be interesting to see. Cold Spring Harbor's only played one game so far. They're coming off of their county championship. So it's interesting to see. First game 42 against basketball. To see.
And now we have our honorary puck drop. Nice all the events placed tonight. And it's a really good house.
Yeah, it's a special night, especially for Bethpage, just being there. Home territory, I would say. And Bethpage, knowing the history of their players, it's going to be a special night here. Obviously, there's a lot of fans in the crowd.
It's packed. I've seen an empty spot. I'm really excited for this one.
I know last year's game, actually, I'm pretty sure it was the stands. So it looks like I don't know if the house is working again. So it's going to be cool to see how
also going to be cool to see who gets the early win. We have two talented teams playing. It's all about who can come out strong first. And whoever does that will win this contest. As I see number 8, Brian Anders getting into center. Captain. Thomas Johnson. 13 goals leading the league in scoring. Love to see what he can do. And we're all change the kick. And looking to get in the zone is
yeah, just from the first few seconds that we've seen, very passionate game for Bethpage. Very physical game is what it's going to be.
Yes, you can definitely tell from that early. Hanley puts it into the zone, but appending it is Peter Leonard. Here we go, scoring opportunity quickly. Nothing cooking there. Here comes Cold Spring Harbor on the counterattack. It's Leonard the shot, and it's off of Tyler Spark, the goalie for Bethpage.
Before the play where it was Hanley who had an open shot, they were passing it over to James Jensen. They were unable to get the early score. Looking to see something now as we're only a minute into this one.
Both teams with early opportunities. Bethpage looking to clear it out of their zone. But a better steal. But it was taken away by Brennan. Into the zone by Bethpage. And Cold Spring Harbor now looking to do what Bethpage did earlier and clear the zone.
Yeah, the puck's traveled up and down the ice so far. Not one team gaining an advantage offensively.
When you have two talented teams, that does tend to happen. Pass up the boards by Connor Flynn. Now an opportunity for Cold Spring Harbor. Shot on goal. And with the shot, it was McHale. And we've got a little action around the goal. And the passion showing early. Early on, a lot of fans, a lot of people here get a little testy.
Yeah, it didn't take long for that to break out as saw a bunch of players get into that fight. We're going to see some people in the penalty box here.
And Brett Deseris will enter the penalty box for Bethpage, and it will be for Cold Spring Harbor. Brett Deseris having a whip.
Yeah, it looked like 10 people on the ice. The reason I say 10 because it wasn't Cold Spring Harbor goalie. I'm pretty sure I saw one of the referees actually get pushed around. That's what you want to see.
warnings are going around everywhere, and we'll see what happens from here.
We're still talking about
how to assess all this. As you see some of the Bethpage players talking to the referee, and I think everybody's trying to figure it out. But while this gets settled, I just want to take a second to talk about how I thought it came out really defensively. Both good, neither was really defensively. I thought that they were both doing good as well.
yeah, there weren't any moves. You can see both teams have the opportunity to get the puck out of their second zones. What you want to see is defensively.
Yeah, so we're going to face off between two teams. Just over the blue line.
It's going to be 4 on 3.
For Colton Hellby. So it's not a traditional power play, but it's a power play nonetheless, and it's an important one early on. For Cold Spring Harbor, Richie Strano is taking the face off, and in that, they have an opportunity right now to do some damage.
Plays it again. Bethpage now. Rebounding after a tough since the last season. So far looking good for 2 on the first side.
Yeah, now they have to worry about taking on the 4-on-3. Coming down is Kaplan. It's around the boards. Trying to dig it out. Leonard the opportunity. Way high, and it is taken by McHale. Nice poke away, and Hanley, really just an aggressive player, and that shows with his 13 goals this season.
Yeah, you mentioned that 13 goals, 6 assists.
Here comes another shot. Nice save. Pass to Leonard. He passes it down the board. Looking to pass it up to the point. McHale the shot on net. Oh! It got past the goalie, but a great play by Hanley to clear it. Still in the zone for Cold Spring Harbor. Shot on net. And it's saved. Really a nice start for Tyler Spark.
Yeah, on that last one, even Fulmus in there trying to
Leonard
push it in.
Leonard had his shot blocked, and so far Bethpage really impressed me. Put into a nice into a boards by Johnson. Now looking for the opportunity. Here we go. It's the pass. Oh, and he missed him. Tomaitis had a really good opportunity, but the pass was a little too far, and that's a tough pill to swallow if your Bethpage really long.
Yeah, it didn't seem like that bad of a pass, just missing it. That's going to really cost them.
Yes, definitely. So now power play is over. We will have 4-on-4 as a Rick. And but they are going to say he was not.
Yeah, 3-on-1 opportunity there. They really had that takeaway going, and they could have been scored. That would have been the second.
Yeah, this is it's a cliche to say it, but when you look back at the game film, that's where it's going to hurt. Where it's going to hurt, especially if they don't win this game. There's just a couple of really good opportunities early.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt yet. It's going to hurt.
Yes. Nice cross-ice pass, finding Casey Reynolds. Nice shot on net. An opportunity for Dominic Strino. Poked away by the Bethpage defense. and kept in the zone. A nice play with his hand. Aiden Flynn, and he got a shot off. That was impressive.
It seems like most of the offense being done by Cold Spring Harbor has been coming from their defense, as you mentioned, Aiden Flynn.
A lot of action from the point.
The forwards and the centers need to start stepping it up.
Flynn passed it along the boards. Nice pass. Cross ice. Another pass by Luke Tasotis. But now we've got an opportunity the other way. Kerrigan couldn't corral it, and putting his glove on it is the Cold Spring Harbor goal, Peter Strong. Kerrigan right there, looking for the opportunity, and goalie was just able to get it before he could. Very upset after that play. But hey, you gotta love the effort that this Bethpage team is showing, going after every opportunity. Yes, definitely. Hanley will be on for Bethpage to take the face-off. Can't win it. Pass it along the boards. And Cold Spring Harbor trying to get it out. Can't play with the puck in their own zone. Shino along with Indiana aiding in the effort. Nice action on the boards by Witt.
That was a simple
along the boards is Seagless.
That play by Witt, simple. Get out of my way and give me that puck as he was able to get it.
Yes, definitely. Bethpage thinks there was a call, but on the other end, there's a 3-on-1 opportunity, and that was another takedown. Very physical early.
For boxes to be clear for one of the first times.
Yes. Another face-off right near the Bethpage zone between Tomas and Strino. Strino takes it and it goes through the wickets of Peter Lee. Pass around the boards, but can't find his own. Pass up ahead by an opportunity for Cold Spring Harbor. Shot way over, and that'll go into netting for a stop of play. And I may be saying the name Strino a lot tonight, as we've got 3 on this Bethpage team.
Yeah, they have 1 in goal and 2 on the ice. A lot of families that have more than one kid playing here, as we've seen.
Yes, we've got the same double last names and triple last names on both sides.
We've got Dixons, we've got Van Sons, we've got plenty of them here in this one tonight.
A lot of familial ties. Nice play to take it away. And it was an opportunity for Richie Strino, but he couldn't convert. Strino. And now Kerrigan trying to get it. He can't. And Bethpage desperately trying to get it out. Richie Strino can't get it. And now an opportunity for Aiden Flynn, but he can't convert. And now Bethpage on the counterattack. Passing it up is Zito. And nice hit by Johnny Tomitis. Tomitis ends up with it again. He makes a nice move. Trying to get in front of the goal. And it's a really good clear. Cold Spring Harbor looked like they were in trouble.
And the reason Bethpage was there where it was because Zito was able to bring it up, pass it along, and make sure that only his players can get it where it was.
Van Horn wide of the net. And able to keep the zone is Cold Spring Harbor Colin McHale. That'll allow for a switch. He dumped it off. And McHale with a nice play.
Yeah, that was James Jensen just trying to get the quick.
Speaking of Jensen, he whips it wrong over to Segalis.
Yeah, he's been trying to get the quick play. Unable to work for him as it was taken away by McHale, and almost got an opportunity there.
Passing it up. Nice. A hot pass. And gaining it for Bethpage is Dixon. Passing it along the boards was Max Van Son. And Van Son again with it. He's going to redirect. And we've got a penalty call.
And the fans obviously seem to agree, as many of you could probably hear. And,
the student sections for both teams well represented. And that makes for just such a fun atmosphere.
Yeah, it's going to end up being Connor Hetherington for Cold Spring Harbor. He's going to get the cross check.
So Cold Spring Harbor had the opportunity early on the power play. They couldn't convert. Now the question is, what will Bethpage do with theirs?
Well, we haven't really seen anyone be in the lead necessarily anything. Basically, even amount of possession time, even when Bethpage had 2 in the box. So it's going to be interesting to see if Cold Spring Harbor is going to be able to take an advantage here. Or at least make sure that Bethpage doesn't get an advantage here.
Yeah, this is a massive. And that was a great play by Connor Flint to just clear it out early. That's what you got to do. You just got to keep clearing it out. Maybe you get yourself an opportunity shorthanded. But first and foremost, you're just looking to get the puck out of your zone on the power play.
Especially when the power plays against you 100%.
Tomitis gets hit pretty hard into the boards. Hanley, and not able to secure it is number 23, James Jensen. Zucchino, the captain, whips it around the boards. Jensen trying to get it. And here comes Tomitis. Nice pass. Oh, he just missed it. A beautiful backhand opportunity. Just couldn't convert.
I was expecting that in the back of the net. The beautiful backhand. Just
and here comes Zucchino. He missed it. And covering it is Peter Strino. And wow. Those were 2 really good opportunities for Zucchino and Tomitis. And they just couldn't convert. Everything's been really close early on.
Yeah, and even on that last play, it was close because Strino had to lunge, 10 feet outside of the goalie.
That took some courage. You love to see that out of your goalie.
Because if that gets past him, or if he doesn't get on top of that,
that's a goal.
100%.
Jensen pens it for a second, but getting it now is Peter Leonard, who's been involved a lot early.
Already
in front of the net. And here comes Cold Spring Harbor on the counterattack.
Already 10 minutes in this one, we still haven't seen anyone score or at least gain some kind of dominance in either zone.
And Cold Spring Harbor making some opportunities shorthanded. That's something that their coach has to value.
Like you mentioned, Charlie, just trying to get those what would be icings but aren't because of the power play to just try to kill it.
Oh, wow. Quite a collision in midcourt. Tomitis looks to be a bit injured. An opportunity for Cold Spring Harbor. And it's a goal for Richie Strino. The big hit at center ice leads to Strino scoring, you won't believe it, a shorthanded goal. First and foremost, Arkansas.
Try to kill it.
Oh, wow. Quite a collision in midcourt. Tomitis looks to be a bit injured. An opportunity for Cold Spring Harbor. And it's a goal for Richie Strino. The big hit at center ice leads to Strino scoring, you won't believe it, a shorthanded goal.
So even, and therefore was able to get the shot on goal, and it just ended up going right in the upper 90.
And in a period where there were so many, so far at least, where there have been so many opportunities both ways, the fact that only 1 goal has been scored is very surprising.
Yeah, you can go back to the last game that we did, you and me, Charlie, when final score was 12-3, a lot of scoring there. A lot of it didn't happen until late.
But it came later.
A lot of it didn't happen until late, I will admit. But we still saw a few goals every few minutes. Here, we didn't see one until the first 10 minutes, so you got to wonder how the rest of this game is going to play out, especially in a special night like this.
And as we were conversating, Bethpage had an icing, so it will be Cold Spring Harbor's opportunity in their zone.
And that's pretty much going to be
the opponent's zone.
That's pretty much also going to be the end of the power play. Only 1 second left on it. Pretty much as soon as that puck is dropped, he's going to be running out.
Yeah. And that's in these opportunities, when you have a guy coming out of the penalty box, you can use that to your advantage. It's an extra guy coming on the ice out of nowhere. As a substitution, coming in for Cold Spring Harbor is Dominic Strano.
Yeah, but Charlie, the advantage is more or less gained when you're in transition, because this way you have another guy helping out, making it like 4-on-1 instead of a 3-on-1 or something like that.
Exactly. So we'll have another face-off after the held puck. So if you're Bethpage, you've played well so far, in my opinion. And what do you do to get back in? Because you're still down 1-0. As Brian Hanley takes it out, he'll pass it up. Good play by the Cold Spring Harbor defense.
Well, Charlie, me and you have seen being down 1-0 isn't the end of the world. You can still come back from that.
Yes, sir. 100%.
They've got to make sure that
they're trying to lead a 3-on-2, but they might not have the opportunity. He's really just so skilled.
They've really got to make sure, though, that their defense is going to be able to keep withstanding these Cold Spring Harbor attacks.
And leading the counterattack is Noah Kaplan. And we have another held puck. So Tyler Spark, he's really just so skilled.
They've really got to make sure, though, that their defense is going to be able to keep withstanding these Cold Spring Harbor attacks.
And leading the counterattack is Noah Kaplan. He's a really talented skater for them. And he can handle the puck very well.
Yeah, Kaplan's one of many guys that they have that'll be able to bring the puck up and down the ice.
Speaking of talented skaters, Jensen whips one just over the net. Jensen again with it, but Cold Spring Harbor is able to retain the puck. Van Son, shot no good from Harry Carswell.
That was just a simple slap shot, had one opening and didn't regret taking it. Unfortunately for him, though, went just over the net.
Another opportunity. Oh, and it's just around the net for Van Son, who in the first game of the season had 2 goals, so he's an adept scorer. He's a big part of their team, the Van Sons, both of them.
Yeah, had 3 of the 4 goals in their first game against Massapequa.
Yeah.
Looking to be a big part of this team.
Nice handling by Richie Strino, who has the goal. He's really impressed me so far. He is just staying with the puck, and he lays it off. Great pass. And a great save by Tyler Spark.
Hey, Sparks, sophomore, been in there, goalie for a while.
Nice handling by Richie Strino, who has the goal. He's really impressed me so far. He is just staying with the puck, and he lays it off. Great pass. And a great save by Tyler Spark. Do it. And back to what you're saying about Spark, he's got 3 other goalies on this team. So he knows he can be there. There's an instance of him he could be replaced. There's guys a year older than him and his age. So I think that elevates your playing level. Competition tends to.
Well, of course, it has to. If you know you have competition behind you, there's always a standard you got to set.
It's not are you doing your best, it's are you doing better than the guy who could replace you.
Which would hopefully assume your best, but yes.
Another good poke away by Dixon, but it's still in their zone. They really can't clear. Bethpage looks a little tired right now. Another hit into the boards. The physicality continues. Shot redirected by the Bethpage defense.
I don't know if these boards are going to be able to make it past the third period, as both teams have been slamming the other team into the other boards.
And that will be a Bethpage. I thought they were going to call icing. They didn't. I heard icing from the bench, but they did not. So now Bethpage gets a little bit lucky. We'll see what they can do with it.
I don't know if
the other way. It's McHale. McHale has a nice opportunity. He's going to take the shot. Oh, nice save. Tyler Spark continuing to impress.
Tyler Spark with probably an incredible save percentage up to this point.
So now Bethpage gets a little bit lucky. We'll see what they can do with it.
I don't know if
the other way. It's McHale. McHale has a nice opportunity. He's going to take the wit. He came in, he did a little bit to redirect McHale, and that might have saved the goal also. It's a team effort, obviously.
Yeah, the defenders for Bethpage have been huge so far, making sure it's only a 1-score game.
Van Son trying to dig it out of the corner. He's on the ground. Tomitis looking for Jensen. Oh, Jensen with a beautiful pass. And Zito tried to get it past Peter Leonard, but he couldn't. Now Jensen again. And it'll be covered by Peter Strino. Not really any
gaining or advantage that one team's been having so far in either zone. What do you think they're going to be able to talk about in the second period?
I mean, the difference is almost right now, obviously 1-0. The difference was just being in the right place at the right time. A big hit that didn't get called. We don't know about that, and you got to play the whistle. And they played the whistle there, and it worked out very well for them. This is a tricky angle. We'll see if Bethpage can make anything happen. But again, Cold Spring Harbor swiftly gets it out of their zone. And with the opportunity, it is Kaplan. Kaplan, oh, it doesn't go. And now Tomitis trying to get the counterattack. He won't. Cross ice pass by Flynn. And now it's Van Son. Van Son, the nice pass. And it's hit over the net by Richie Strino, who already has a goal.
The presence of Zucchino and Zurus back there for Bethpage on defense. They've been playing huge so far in this one in the first period.
Yeah, you interviewed Zucchino. He was a very smart person, he seemed like, and he knew what he was talking about. And that intelligence showing off on the ice. Jensen trying to corral that, but he can't. It'll be appended by the defender. Tomitis an opportunity, but it's taken away by Kaplan. Van Son. Oh, he just laid it off a little slightly. Just a little pass to the middle, and nobody was home.
Before that, he tried to fake out the defenders with the fake shot. Ended up pulling it back with the pass. Unable to get anything done there because we only have about 30 seconds left in this first period.
Yeah, a low-scoring first period. Can someone make a statement going into the short break? Speaking of a statement, a 2-on-1 opportunity until here comes Hanley. Nice play defensively by Peter Leonard. He has been everywhere tonight. And here comes Kerrigan. Gives it to Hanley. Hanley with some beautiful moves, but he just missed Kerrigan on the pass.
Bethpage looking like they're just going to run out the clock here.
And after one, it is Cold Spring Harbor 1, Bethpage 0 in a tightly contested first period. Give me your thoughts on it, Casey.
Well, we knew before this game Bethpage was going to come out. They were going to fight with all they had, knowing the significance of this game for Stick It to Cancer. And also considering that we're in Bethpage here. Cold Spring Harbor, we know that they're a very talented team coming off a conference county championship. So we knew that this was going to be a great game. We knew this was going to be tight. We knew it was going to be tough. So far, we've seen all of that in the first period.
I mean, obviously winning is your goal. Being the county champ is great. But when you're that county champ, everybody's aiming for you. Everybody wants a shot at you. And Bethpage has shown that. They've been super intense, super impressive. They've got their student section who's been very loud. They're really looking to make that upset. But so far, Cold Spring Harbor has just done the little things that have gotten them up 1-0.
Well, hey, anything can happen. As was noted last year, Bethpage did end up beating the undefeated Oceanside team in this event. Cold Spring Harbor, although they are undefeated, have only played one game. So it would be fun for them to take over a very tough opponent in Cold Spring Harbor.
And now we'll see Richie Strano. And Strano, he's had a really, really, really nice game. He's obviously had the goal, a beautiful shot on net when his team was down on the power play. He's really had a nice game. And that whole team, the Stroyanos, all the brothers, the Stroyano brothers, have been impressive tonight.
Yeah, we didn't see a whole lot of him in the first game that they played. Didn't rack up any stats so far. He's got a goal. His brother's got, I would say, a lot of saves. I don't know the exact number, but I would say a lot.
Yeah, he's definitely been impressive. I think he's been awesome. And speaking of which, Stroyano is already attacking. That was not Stroyano, that was Embriano who was attacking early. And trying to get Jensen. Trying to get it. And now it's Zito. Nice poke away by Hanley. He's going to whip it around. Trying to create for himself, which he's adept at doing. Witt along the boards to Jensen. Down the other way, it's Leonard. Nice pass to McHale. And another save by Spark.
Yeah, Spark almost let that one get away from him, and now we're going to see some pushing and shoving over there.
Physicality continues to be the theme of the night.
And the funny thing is, first period we had the altercation early in the period. Pretty much the same exact timing as we have it now in the second period.
Hey, these guys want to play. They're ready.
They've been ready. They've been playing 15 minutes of it. Doesn't look like we're going to see anyone in the penalty box, though.
So they were able to wave of the hat to the referees for breaking that up before anything came. And now we'll have a face-off in the Bethpage zone. Van Son, he's looking to make a pass. And it looks like nobody blew the whistle. I thought I heard a whistle.
I definitely heard something. I don't know if it was a whistle, but I definitely heard something, and I don't blame for the players for...
Could have come from the crowd.
I don't blame the players, though, for stopping play.
I stopped
we both heard something. Obviously, we thought that there could have been a penalty on the play as well, so that could have provoked the whistle. We're going to find out now.
So my theory that there was a whistle in the stands is correct. This actually reminds me of a Utah Jazz game from a couple of years ago. A fan blew a whistle, and then there was a fast break dunk. So whoever's doing that needs to not do it. That's not a way to be a fan, and that will affect the game negatively. So hopefully they can figure out where that's coming from.
Yeah, we always want the game to be 45 minutes of just hockey, no interference from the fans.
I mean, obviously it's great when the fans are loud and they're having a good time, but that's just
you don't
something
want
you
them
can't
to interfere,
do.
yeah. You
Yes,
want them to
yes,
support.
Exactly.
That's why they're fans. They're fanatics.
Yes, we see the Fanatics getting very excited here at the Stick It to Cancer game. Actually, our second of a doubleheader.
Bethpage going to take this face-off from within their zone, as it seems so far that Cold Spring Harbor has been on the attack to start the second period.
Yeah, it's really imperative for Bethpage to get something going. I mean, they've done it in spurts, I'd say. I wouldn't say it's been all Cold Spring Harbor in the zone all the time, but Cold Spring Harbor has been in the zone more sustainably.
I wouldn't say that. Well, I would agree with you there, but Cold Spring Harbor hasn't had a clear advantage. Bethpage has been in the game for the first 15 minutes, but they've fallen off, I would say, to start the second period.
But I feel as if the score of 1-0 does tell the story. A slight advantage to Cold Spring Harbor.
I agree with that 100%.
Cold Spring Harbor trying to make it a 2-goal lead, and Spark will cover it up. It's had a lot of action early.
Yeah, we've mentioned before, Spark's been fighting in the goal all night. He's going to continue to do it until Bethpage is able to put some offensive pressure on.
I mean, goalie, it's one of the hardest jobs in sports. You can have a great game the whole time out and make one mistake and it could cost your team everything. So the pressure's always on. Unable to corral it is Luke Tasotos, and Hanley pressuring him.
Hanley's giving him some trouble over there as he's unable to get the puck out.
He's really gliding on the ice. He's a fast skater. Oh, an opportunity in front of that. And that was a really, really, really nice play by Troiano. Now, here comes the shot. Nice save by Spark.
Kaplan took it all the way from one side to the other and tried to get that shot off.
He's another adept skater on the ice. Oh, a nice move by Troiano. He almost scored a goal off of his back.
That reminded me of a move I saw actually in
Here comes an opportunity
NHL game.
on the breakaway for Zito. Sorry to cut you off, Casey.
Don't worry, Charlie. You do that a good amount. Still love you.
And coming in, like I said, like you were talking about earlier, the transition almost played heavy dividends. And a nice hit into the boards by Bethpage. And trying to dig it out is both teams are trying to dig it out. A little pushing and shoving action. And we will have a penalty.
Yeah, this game's getting pretty physical here. Looks like we're going to get some kind of call here.
And it looks like it will be on number 66 for Bethpage, Patrick Carrigan. He's not happy with the call. And now Cold Spring Harbor has a great opportunity. Up 1. Carrigan, we can hear him on his audio a little bit. He's in disbelief.
Yeah, he obviously didn't think there was a penalty there, as both sides seemed to be chipping at each other. Obviously, like we've said before, a physical game for both sides, and the way I see it, it's going to keep on being that way.
Yep. Both teams playing for a lot, as both of them view themselves as state title contenders, which we saw through your and my interviews. Leonard passes it. He gets it back. Given you shall receive. And a little collision between him and Dixon. And some more action on the boards. And now it's Stroiano. And it's Spark with the save. And we cannot say enough about Richie Stroiano and his involvement.
Yeah, he's been one of the many Cold Spring Harbors to have the puck all up the ice.
I mean, you look at it, he obviously has the goal, but just everywhere. He's been so involved, and he's been really important in Cold Spring Harbor so far, at least controlling the tempo of the game.
And I also want to give a shout out to Tyler Spark, the goalie.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
On that play, though, he had it lined up. He knew where the shot was going to come from. That's something you always see in young goalies. Nice
poke away by Jensen. Stroiano might have had an open shot. One-timer for Leonard, and we've got ourselves a goal. 2-0 Cold Spring.
Going to come from. That's something you always see in young goalies.
Nice poke away by Jensen. Stroiano might have had an open shot. One-timer for Leonard, and we've got ourselves a goal.
Right where he was supposed to be on the defensive side, able to get the long shot.
So they tried to find Leonard early. He couldn't get the one-timer, but they gave McHale the opportunity. And like you said, Cold Spring Harbor's been generating a lot through their defense. And there it is again.
They've also been passing it around, as you saw. One guy doesn't get it, the other guy gets the opportunity. A lot of players have had a lot of shots. Just got to figure out who's going to get them in the back of the net.
So now it's 2-0, and it's the most dangerous lead in hockey. Is Cold Spring Harbor going to get complacent? The way they've been playing tonight, I doubt it.
I've got to imagine it's going to be staying a physical game, active game for both sides. I can't imagine that one team's going to get complacent, whether they're in the lead or not.
Yeah, Bethpage is going to have to prove that they have the skill to come back. Around the boards for Cold Spring Harbor, Zito trying to get it for Bethpage. Witt ends up with it, and he passes it along the boards, and it'll end up on the stick of Zuris. Oh, a nice pass. And we have another penalty call, and it is again on Bethpage.
And once again, it is going to be Kerrigan, his third of the contest.
You see Zucchino, the great teammate, he's showing his leadership skills there, just letting his guy know. I know it's frustrating, but you got to watch out.
Yeah, Zucchino, one of the leaders on the defense.
Strino wins the face-off. McHale to Leonard. Leonard looking for the opportunity. Oh! Put it at his skate. And Van Son had it at his skate. If that was at his stick, it's a 3-0 game right now.
Yeah, and that was a great play, though, from the Bethpage defender, Brian Haley, on that one, as he just made sure that the attacker could not get in, got his stick on the puck, knocked it out.
Nice push up by Hanley, but Van Son leading the counterattack. Van Son passes it to himself. That was Crafton. Puts it in front of that. Nothing there. Strino passing up ahead. Leonard back to Strino. A nice little move, but nothing coming there. It's off of Leonard's stick, and Jensen trying to get himself back in it.
Brendan Dixon with the nice defensive play to get it out and put it here into the Cold Spring Harbor zone.
Dixon has done a lot during this game, especially in the second period. So
A lot of the weight having to be put on the Bethpage defenders.
a great pass. Leonard the shot on goal. Save, and we've got a goal. It is number 16, Noah Kaplan, with being in the right place at the right time. He's in front of the net. He backhands it in. That was beautiful. Earl has done a lot during this game, especially in the second period. So
A lot of the weight having to be put on the Bethpage defenders.
a great pass. Leonard the shot on goal. Save, and we've got a goal. It is number 16, Noah. Cold Spring Harbor team was a county champion last year.
And once again, the original shot coming from a defenseman, Peter Leonard. They've been favoring heavily those defensive shots.
Passing along the boards is Luke Tesotos. And now Dezer is trying to get rid of it. And Tomaitis passes it up to his teammate. But Cold Spring Harbor again with an opportunity. Pass out. Oh, nice play. That was a really nice play by Zito. By Zito. Speaking of Tomaitis, tries to backhand and can't get it, but he ends up with it again. Puts it in front. And
they're going to get Sotos for the penalty there. The rough they're going to call on against Tomaitis on Sotos while he was trying to defend Tomaitis.
So now it's been a lot of Bethpage somewhat miscues that have led to opportunities for Cold Spring Harbor. Now we're looking at the other way, and just to plainly say, Bethpage needs a goal right now. They've been dormant offensively for most of this game. They need something.
Yeah, they haven't been able to produce offensively, obviously, with no goals on the board. Bethpage able to get Cold Spring Harbor able to get the icing or what would be there. Make sure to try to kill time and kill this penalty.
Leading it out, and it's a pass to Hanley. Hanley, he's the top goal scorer in the league, but he just can't get one today. He got a shot on net there, and it was a nice save by Strino.
And once again, we're going to see a lot of physicality in this one, but so far we've seen most of it right in front of the net.
Yeah, testament to the refs. They've really been doing their best, getting stopping things before they start. After the beginning of this game was so chippy.
Yeah, no one could have seen that within the first minute we were going to have a little scuffle.
Hanley and McHale on the face-off, and Bethpage and Tomaitis trying to get some position. Tomaitis hits in front of the net. Goalie doesn't have it yet, and it's a goal! Bethpage with the massive opportunity. They take advantage, and that's a power play goal.
Yeah, just putting the chip-ins back in and in and in until...
And Tomaitis trying to get some position. Tomaitis hits in front of the net. Goalie doesn't have it yet, and it's a goal! Bethpage with the massive opportunity. They take advantage, and that's a power play goal.
Makes a 3-1 game. Back to what you call, Charlie, the most dangerous lead
in hockey. We'll redo the face-off as some cool skills being shown off by Jake Rogers.
Everyone's got their talents.
A little. So 8.5 left in the period. Up ahead, a little high puck, and chasing it is Hetherington. Other way, it's Hanley. He's trying to get the lead down to 1. And he shoots it, but it is corralled by Peter Striano.
Yeah, just from that last 5 seconds of play, when Bethpage got it and started bringing the puck up the ice into the neutral zone, looked like Cold Spring Harbor wasn't applying as much pressure as they had been throughout the game.
Yeah, and with just over 8 minutes left in the period, this period is far from being determined on who's the winner. Cold Spring Harbor can still, it's right now, either team can come out of this period saying, we won this period.
Well, right now in this period it'd be 2-1, but like you said, it's not over until it's over. Still have 8 minutes left to play in this one, and then we have another 15 following that.
Yeah. So we have a lot to be decided yet, even with a county champion up too.
We have a county champion from last year, county champion, and a team looking to bounce back, and so far has been able to bounce back. So 2 very competitive teams playing in this one. 3-1 doesn't mean anything until it's over.
100%. Van Son gets derailed from his path, but he ends up back with it behind the net. Dezuris getting it out. Pass it along the boards to Zito, and Zito getting it up ahead. Jensen trying to corral it. He can't, but it's Tomaitis.
Jensen's been very active in this one so far, making sure that he always is around the puck.
Jensen looking for another opportunity. He's stopped. Good defense by Cold Spring Harbor. Tomaitis clearing a path for Jensen. He'll put one on net. Nothing cooking there. And Leonard will whip around the boards. Dezuris loses it. And Ambriano trying to get it for Cold Spring Harbor.
A little more sloppy here in the second period on their defense.
And Van Son now. He's got the opportunity. Oh, it's no good.
Great play by Spark just to make sure that that did not get in as a breakaway goal.
And Striano, he almost had it. All right. Well, look at the trying to get it for Cold Spring Harbor.
A little more sloppy here in the second period on their defense.
And Van Son now. He's got the opportunity. Oh, it's no good.
Great play by Spark just to make sure that that did not get in as a breakaway goal.
And Striano, he almost had it. Not Striano, as I said originally.
Yeah,
that was beautiful.
Ambriano had to basically take it off a knee as he just got pushed down from the back, and still able to try to get that shot on goal.
So it's missed by Harry Carswell, and Bethpage able to clear it, and it's Hanley hustling down the ice. No icing because it was tipped, and corralling it for a second was Striano. Dominic this time. Nice pass. Carswell, the shot on goal. Can't get it. Carswell again. And it's a save by Spark.
Well, when you shoot it right at his stomach, it's generally not going to go in unless he for some reason moves out of the way, and that's basically what Cold Spring Harbor just did multiple times.
Yeah. Hanley corrals it. Diving to the ground is Reynolds.
Off the crossbar there.
Off the crossbar, and that is just unfortunate. And we'll take a look at the replay. Is Reynolds.
Off the crossbar there.
Off the crossbar, and that is just...
And we could have seen more, but the net ended up moving on that one, probably based on the force of how hard the puck was hit when it hit off the crossbar. So let's see if Bethpage will be able to continue their offensive here.
Yeah, Bethpage has been very good offensively this year. And they've just been shut down. This defense has been suffocating. Tomaitis, who has the only goal, trying to get it. But again, Bethpage with some nice plays. McHale trying to make an opportunity for himself. Dishes it off to Ambriano. That was a really nice pass, but Ambriano can't corral it.
Yeah, Ambriano just wasn't able to get a puck on as there were, get a stick on as there were currently at Bethpage sticks trying to.
Jensen down the boards. And Leonard passes it out to McHale. McHale, a moonshot that hits the ceiling.
I felt like an outfielder looking for a pop fly on that one.
So 5 minutes left in the second period. 3-1 Cold Spring Harbor with the lead.
And we've seen the momentum shifting. Although there hasn't been any great advantage for either team, we've seen it go from Cold Spring Harbor getting all those goals to Bethpage coming back with one of their own. Right now, we're kind of in a lull. No one gaining any kind of advantage. Charlie, what do you think is going to be happening within the next 20 minutes of play?
I mean, the next 20 minutes is the last 20 minutes, so I expect a lot of action. Speaking of which, a great pass by McHale. And they call it no goal. I think the goalie corralled it for just long enough for it to be a dead puck.
And you saw how excited those Cold Spring Harbor players were. I wasn't able to see who got that last shot off, but they were all jumping up and down thinking it was now a 4-1 game. The refs say, no, it's still 3-1.
Yes. Super unfortunate for them that they couldn't get that goal. But Bethpage gets a break. We'll see what they can do with it.
Shot basically right off the face-off there.
Hanley trying to get to it and clear it. He gets it up to Kerrigan, but Leonard is right there. Oh, almost getting it is Van Son. He ended up on the ground. Van Son has... And they're saying something happened. And they're saying something happened.
Yeah, the goal moved there, but I think we're also going to get a penalty on this one.
On Dezuris.
Actually going to get a few here.
Yeah, I think Van Son was involved also. We saw a little action from both of them. And we've got Kerrigan and Dezuris, so it will be a power play for Cold Spring Harbor.
Yeah, not something you always want to see, but Kerrigan's been in the box a lot tonight. You got to wonder how much longer he's going to be able to stay out there on the ice.
Yes, both guys a bit frustrated, you can see. And both teams have really been a lot aggressive, and it's been a high intensity game, and this tends to happen in those types of situations.
Yeah, there's always going to be people on the ice getting physical with each other, but you never want to see penalties from anyone.
Yeah.
Kerrigan's been unfortunate that he's been caught a few times with the penalties there.
And you can see also Cold Spring Harbor still upset about those 2 goals that were waved off. They are both teams are pleading their cases to the referees.
Well, yeah, because it would be 5-1 if both of those counted, or if even one counted 4-1. That's still a big difference in a game, especially in a low-scoring event like this one. Obviously, you got to get
goaltending and defense have been.
You got to get what you can take. Yeah.
Exactly. I also wonder, this play, when you're playing like this, when teams are very tense and they're very aggressive, play tends to get sloppy. And right now, Bethpage needs to play clean. I think a sloppy rest of the game favors Cold Spring Harbor. That allows them to control.
Yeah, because Bethpage, they've had great defenses, and they have great defensive players. But Cold Spring Harbor has more players they can utilize in order to get some more scores on the board. So I agree with you in that case, that Cold Spring Harbor, with more players that they can utilize.
And with the lead.
Yeah, also they have a 2-score lead. So they can afford to be more sloppy rather than Bethpage, who has to make up that lead, and then they can keep it.
So 2-minute penalties begins. Just over 4:20 left in the period. Trying to, getting it away is a team effort with Derek Zucchino, and now with it is Leonard. Pass it back. Oh, and here comes Tomaitis looking for the shorthanded opportunity, and it will be covered by Peter Triano.
Yeah, just within that few seconds, pucks went up and down to either zone a few times.
Bethpage begging for a roughing call, but I don't think they will get it.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive in this one, and obviously you never like when you think a penalty should have been given on the other team. So they're very adamant about it.
But Bethpage will have the puck in the Cold Spring Harbor zone despite being Leonard Stroiano behind his goalie, who's also last name Stroiano. And it's up to Leonard. McHale trying to swipe it away is Hanley. Pass. Oh, an opportunity, but nothing. Nobody home. And a beautiful, beautiful clear by Hanley.
Yeah, great defensive play by Jansen there. And he's been more, we've been talking about him more as an offensive player, and he still showed that he can make a difference defensively in this game.
Looking for an opening is Cold Spring over. Oh, it's off the pole. A great opportunity for Kaplan, but he just couldn't get it. Leonard corrals it. Shot on net, nothing.
That one looked like it went off the shoulder pad of the goalie. Lucky that it didn't get behind him.
Yeah. Looking for begging for the slap shot is Luke DeSotos. But now going the other way, it'll be Dixon. So the power play will end. 2:30 left in the period. Big 2.5 minutes. Who can take the momentum into the final period?
It's obviously up for debate. And 3-1 right now. It could be anyone's game, but I think it's too early to tell. We still got 2 minutes left in this one. Another 15 left. It's going to be too early to tell to see who will be able to come out with the momentum on their side starting the third period.
Bethpage leading the counterattack. It's Dixon. Drops it off to Zito. Along the boards. Stuck in a corner. Back out to Tomaitis, who couldn't keep it in the zone. They'll try and
Good thing that Bethpage's defense is making sure they regroup now, making sure they take their time on this one.
Yes, exactly. So we will get an icing call. And the So, got a face-off in the Bethpage on the Bethpage end of the ice. It'll be Johnny Tomaitis versus Harry Carswell. Tomaitis able to win it. It's along the boards. Tomaitis gets it again. He passes along the boards, but nobody for his team's home. Pass to the middle. Nothing cooking there.
Looks like Cold Spring Harbor is just trying to continue what they had originally, but it doesn't look as clean now as Bethpage was able to flaw it and get the puck out.
Hanley tried to get it get a nice cross-ice pass, but it was a really nice deflection. So now Bethpage trying to get it out of their zone again. Tomaitis drops it off to Hanley, who's been pretty quiet considering his stats this season. Pushed up ahead by Dominic Stroiano. Pass in front. Ambriano had an opportunity, but it looks like Spark was able to cover it up.
Yeah, he was right in front of the goal there. Unfortunately for him, though, there were also 2 other defenders who I think took the blow of the shot on that one.
So it'll be a face-off again in the Bethpage zone, and they got to get this out. And it would be really, really beneficial for them to get some, even if they don't get a goal, just have some sort of counterattack to go into the third period with some confidence. They can really get into the Cold Spring Harbor zone. They haven't done a lot of that in the second period.
Interesting to note, though, that the Bethpage coach did decide to send out some of the players in that recent bench swap that have got a few penalties. You never want to start out with a power play going into another period.
Hanley had an opportunity, but Stroiano, the goalie, was able to cover it up.
Yeah, both goalies we mentioned.
Really nice team.
They both were playing great, yeah. The last game that we did, where both goalies had it playing well, just it seemed like the defensive failing was failing them. And this one, it seems like both
Both units are playing well.
Both units have been playing well. The goalies, the defense, have all been
From
playing
both
in sync.
perspectives. High pass the other way. 2-on-2. A little transition opportunity that Cold Spring Harbor couldn't finish. Hanley trying to get it. He's on the boards with Hetherington. Ends up with McHale. Looking for Sledger. Oh! That was a big shot as the period comes to an end.
What a way to end the period.
At the end of 2, Cold Spring Harbor 3, Bethpage 1. Casey, give me a little analysis. What'd you like, what'd you not like? What happened in that second period?
Well, obviously for Bethpage, you got to like when you have a 1 on the board instead of a 0 on the board. That goal coming after a few goals, though, from Cold Spring Harbor, so they've got to make sure that their defense stays up for it in the third period, as they need to try to secure what they will try to find as a victory. Cold Spring Harbor, they were playing good in the first period, but once they got to the second period, their offense started to sink. They ended up getting 2 goals within a short span. That's what you got to love if you're a coach.
So what can Bethpage do to come out and get the lead, or at least tie?
For Bethpage, they've only been relying on, I wouldn't say they've been relying on a few players, but they have been favoring certain players and trying to get those shots on goal. Cold Spring Harbor, they've been making sure to share the love all around. Bethpage is going to need to start doing more of that in the third period.
Yep. We have our Chuck-a-Puck event. So now, just speaking of John Tomaitis, who's the reason that Bethpage is back in this.
Yeah, he was very good for Bethpage in this one. He's been all over the ice, going up and down. One of the leaders on this team in points with 13.
And Tomaitis, he got there. He got them the opportunity. He got the goal. Everything that he did was instrumental to them cutting this lead. And Bethpage had opportunities. That's the thing.
Yeah, they had the 2. You can't forget about the 2 opportunities that they had that were blown short. And on those opportunities, both of them, they both thought they got goals. Refs didn't say that they did. Very unfortunate for them.
So we have a little Chuck-a-Puck action here during our second period intermission. But so Cold Spring Harbor, what have you liked that they've done? Why do they have this lead?
Well, I've mentioned it throughout the game. They've been relying heavily on their defense to help facilitate their offense. They've been having their defenders up in the offensive zone, making the plays. 2 of their 3 goals are from defensive players, and one of them was fed by a defensive player. They made sure that they've been able to keep those guys in the game, and they have also, let's be honest, 3 goals is better than 1.
Oh yeah.
So that's the reason that they're winning in this 1 through 2 periods.
Yeah. And just from a player's standpoint, we got to talk about the goaltending. Both sides, really, really, really impressive.
Well, you mentioned for both goalies, they've been both playing very well. Lots of saves between them, and especially for the younger goalies, you always like to see when they can make those adjustments. For Bethpage, there was one time where I'd seen that he had lined up a shot perfectly. Some other goalies, some other freshmen, it could have gone in, but for Spark, it was unable to. He was right there where it needed to be. That's something you just gain from maturity. That's something that you like to see in your goalie.
Yep. So we've got people chucking pucks at our intermission. And this elongated break, I wonder who it benefits more.
Well, Charlie, I would have to say that probably benefits Bethpage wants. They got to think of a scheme to be able to come back from a 2-goal deficit.
Right, it does take. Even though they can keep them.
And in addition to that, also, Cold Spring Harbor now, they've got to think defensively. But good thing for them, they've been sharing the puck around so much, but they have enough energy left on the team in order to make sure they can properly defend on the Bethpage. It's going to be interesting to see if the two sides can draw up on the playbook. Well, he's there. Basketball is there, actually. But it's going to be a tough one for the last 15 minutes of this one.
Yeah. I'm also really interested to see who won the Chuck Cup fight. Not quite sure how it works, but it certainly looks interesting.
Yeah, I would certainly agree with you there. I'm not entirely sure about what the rules are, what you need to do in this fan and also player-led event during the intermission. But it certainly looks interesting. It certainly looks like they're trying to shoot for something.
I mean, just for reference, about half of the people in this building are chucking pucks.
Yeah, the fans, well, not the fans, but like the fans that had been in the crowd, most of them had made their way down here towards the ice, and they're just throwing hockey pucks into the corner. I don't know what the necessarily goal is, but it looks kind of fun. I don't know if you want to join, Charlie, but I certainly wouldn't be opposed to it.
If offered, I would definitely take part in some chucking of pucks. All right, back to business. We had a little fun tangent. So 15 minutes to get the lead. What do you think that in terms of Bethpage's offensive attack? Obviously, they do say the best offense is good defense. Do you think they can clear? Do you think they can get Cold Spring Harbor out of their zone?
Well, I'm just going to reflect what you said. Best offense is the defense. Cold Spring Harbor, like I mentioned, their defense is the one scoring.
Their defense has been doing
Bethpage,
everything.
Yeah,
Been
Bethpage
awesome.
Bethpage they have great defenders. We've known that. They have Zucchino, they have other guys leading that pack. But for them, they really need to make sure they cover all 5 guys. There's been times where one Cold Spring Harbor player is just kind of open, kind of out there, and eventually he's going to end up with the puck.
And
So Bethpage, they need to make sure that they can cover not like a man, kind of like a man zone, I would say. I'm going to use a different kind of term. But they need to make sure they have everyone covered, because if that one guy's going to cost them if they don't have him covered.
So we just got a sneak peek. It looks like number 173 won the Chuckle Puck contest.
I don't know what that entails, but as you had mentioned, yeah, 173 is going to be the winner.
So we got the players helping out to clear these pucks so we can get back to some hockey.
3-1 will be our score going into the third period, the last 15 minutes of play. Charlie, I'm going to deflect the question onto you for a change. How do you think the physical activity in this one is going to shape out in the third period?
Well, just from the looks of it, Cold Spring Harbor is a bigger team. They have more size.
More size, more physical strength. Yeah, I would agree with that.
And they have more players. So I think that because this game has been physical.
Number 173. 173.
So because of their size has allowed them to dominate the physicality, and they've provoked some players enough to get them to bait them into penalties almost, and that strategy has worked out for them so far. They're using they're using their physical size.
I love that you mentioned the penalties, because we've seen a lot of Bethpage players in the box, something you never want to see, but it has been playing an important role in this one.
Yes.
As Cold Spring Harbor, although it was one of their players in the net, one of their goals was when it wasn't a 5-on-5.
Yeah. I mean, also you look back to that original goal, the goal that started the game, the Strino goal, Rich Strino. That started with a big hit.
Also started with the fight, which is why it was a 4-on-3. But then, I agree with you, where it ended up being the big hit, what some might have called a penalty, what some may have not, and it just left him open, gave him a shot on goal.
Yeah, so that just goes back to our point. If this game continues to be physical, it favors Cold Spring Harbor. So I think Bethpage needs to worry less about being physical, and they need to worry about playing their game. I mean, I've touched on this stat a bunch of times, but the league's leading scorer is on this ice, and we haven't heard that much for him.
He's been more, I would say, a role player so far. He hasn't been one to take all the shots, because I don't think he has taken many shots. But he has been getting the puck up the ice, stealing the puck from the opponent. He has been an important player for this team. We just haven't been saying his name in high-key situations so far.
And I don't think we said his name at all. It's actually Brian Hanley, for those of you that didn't know. And 13 goals in 7 games, 19 points. That's over 3 points a game. So he can make up this deficit almost by himself if he equates his averages. So let's see if he can do that, as we'll have him and Harry Carswell on the faceoff to start our final period of play. Bethpage gaining it, and here comes Hanley. Hanley going one-on-one into a sea of white and red. Trying to take a shot, he can't get it. And down the boards for Cold Spring Harbor.
Yeah, that started out the first 15 seconds of that. Hanley was all over the place.
Super involved.
Went from one side of the ice to the other.
Jensen couldn't get it. Virgil will skate back, but it won't matter because it's an icing on Bethpage. So another big for Bethpage.
And just in those 26 seconds of play so far in the third period, they basically executed what we were trying to mention before, how Bethpage has got to play the way they play, move the puck up the ice with Hanley. In Cold Spring Harbor, they've got to be physical in order to win on defense.
Yeah, they have to be physical. Virgil corrals it. Oh, a nice block and a better move by Kerrigan. Looking for someone. His call is answered as Bethpage has it on his own, but an errant pass sets up Carswell. Trying to find it is Casey Reynolds. And now, here comes Hanley, trying to get that one-on-one opportunity that he's been looking for the whole game, and it'll be cleared by Cold Spring Harbor.
Yeah, you never figured that the puck is going to bounce over a guy's stick, but that's exactly what happened there. Ended up for the sloppiness and the lack of players on the puck.
And this game has really showed you got to expect the unexpected when watching hockey.
And in a 3-1 game, you have to be even more prepared.
A nice use of the stick by Tomaitis, but he can't save it. Kerrigan now approaching McHale. To Sotis, cross-ice pass, and trying to make a move was Wiener. And saving it with is Spark. Spark, he's played in 7 games for them, so he hasn't been their only goal. He's played in every game. He's played in almost every game. He missed 1. And he's averaging 3 goals against, a little bit over 3 goals against this year. And so far he only has 1. He's really done a nice job this year as he has another save. Here comes Tomaitis, putting him into the boards. Tomaitis the opportunity, can't corral it. Passed up, and it's Shiano. He misses his first attempt, whips it back. Oh, what a move and what a score by Max Van Son. That was a beauty. Another backhand.
Another backhand, another put-back goal as the first opportunity was unable to get by Spark. Just a backhand. Able to make it 4-1, 3-goal lead. That's obviously going to be very important now, as Bethpage is going to have to come back from even more with less time.
Yeah. So 12:51 left in the third period, and now Bethpage finds himself in a 3-goal hole.
Bethpage, they have been playing well so far in this period. Just let that one get behind them. That's going to be very costly.
Here we go now. Pass, another opportunity on net. A couple of shots at Spark. And I did make a mistake when I said Spark had only given up 1 goal. I messed up his team. But speaking of which, we've got another goal.
Aiden Flynn on that one. Another defender getting another.
Make a mistake when I said Spark had only given up 1 goal. I messed up his team. But speaking of which, we've got another goal. A game like this, it was a 2-goal difference going into third period, and then one team just started pouring it on. Can Bethpage stop that from happening? Can they get back in this? We'll see now.
Like I said, they just haven't been defending all 5 players. They need to get a body on each guy, make sure he doesn't have a clear and open shot on net.
I mean, playing defense the whole game, playing defense most of the game, which I think we can agree Bethpage has done. It takes a toll.
It's very hard, yes, but you got to make sure that you can do it for all 45 minutes. Cold Spring Harbor, they've obviously done a better job with it, only giving up 1 goal.
Hanley now, a nice move, looking for Dixon, but he can't find him. Jensen, and we'll have a stoppage of play. And they're going to call a trip on Cold Spring Harbor, so Nick Ambriano will take a visit to the box.
Yeah, he's been a prominent player for them in front of the goal. Almost had a goal before, one of those that actually got called back. So it's going to be 5-on-4 now. Going to be interesting to see if Bethpage can take advantage of this opportunity.
If Bethpage can get this, if Bethpage, they need this. They need to capitalize on this.
No doubt about it, Charlie.
Hanley still looking for his first really good opportunity. Put in front of the net, but no one was home, and Cold Spring Harbor will clear. Zucchino going all the way back. Spark gave him a little layoff.
Spark came all the way out of the net, making sure that Bethpage's offense had every part of that time in the power play to execute.
They have been a little bit of transition. Jensen shoots it wide, but I think they need a transition opportunity because in the half ice they really can't beat them right now.
Yeah, in the neutral zone, it's been pretty much all Cold Spring Harbor.
And we're going to get another stoppage of play. I believe
it's going to be another Cold Spring Harbor penalty.
So we'll have a cross check on number 22, Luke Tesotos. So now it's a 5-on-3 opportunity. With 11:13 left, Bethpage needs this desperately. They could get a goal, get one guy back, and still have an opportunity. They get 2 goals off this power play.
5-on-3 for another minute and 3 seconds. Obviously very valuable. And then once you sit after that, they have even more time to get a power play goal.
Whipped it to Dixon. He can't corral it. Hanley. Will this finally be his time to shine? Jensen takes a rip. Can't get it. Shot on net. Oh, a nice save by Striano. Dixon with the shot on goal. And some more extracurriculars around the net.
I love the term, Charlie, extracurricular. Not something you want to see, but we've seen it so far in every period. A lot of roughness right around the net.
All right, yeah. That's a great point. It's been physical. It's been passionate. But hopefully we can get a little more clean as the game comes to its conclusion.
Still got 11 minutes left for that to happen.
Yeah. Cold Spring Harbor wanted the high stick call. And I believe they will get it. I believe they will get it. Well, they stopped play. I originally thought it was because of that. I see the ref picking up something. Might have just been because of that, because nobody was missing.
Pretty sure it was just icing on that one.
Now a little transition opportunity. Dixon. Jensen. Back to Desers off the skate. Sloppy play like that has plagued Bethpage today.
Yeah, he tried to turn his body around to get a shot on goal, but while he was doing, just went off his skate and kicked towards the board.
And Desers with a wide pass that Jensen can't corral. And it's hit out. Laid off by Spark. And now we'll be back to 5-on-4. The original opportunity was not taken advantage of. Can Bethpage salvage this power play? Deserves trying to reach it. He will. Keeps the zone. Passed around. Hanley can't get it. Here comes Shrino.
Very
And
smart play there.
giving his teammate a chance. Number 27, Harry Carswell.
Very smart play there by Richie Strano. Breaking it over, making sure it wasn't going to be an icing call, and allowing for his teammate to try to make a play.
Some action on the boards. Oh, and that was just a miscommunication. They've got a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Jensen takes the shot. Oh, it's wide left. He's had a couple of those tonight. Hanley keeps the zone, but the other way.
That Bethpage opportunity was more of the Cold Spring Harbor guys going, you have the puck, no, you have the puck. Went past both of them. Bethpage able to get an opportunity, but did fail on the opportunity.
Being indecisive in hockey is a killer. A 3-on-1 opportunity, but before they get anything, we will have a stoppage in the play. 9:03 left in the third period. Bethpage down 4 to Cold Spring Harbor. So it'll be in Bethpage. It'll be right in the neutral zone to face off, and you have to wonder. The power play's over. Bethpage didn't take advantage of that, and that might be a fatal blow.
Yeah, they had 1 minute and 3 seconds where they were up 2 guys. Could have had that opportunity to make it 5-2, and then they would have had other time on the clock with a 5-on-4. Really wish he could have scored a goal there. That's what coach would probably be saying. So Bethpage missed opportunities there. Now they only have a limited amount of time to come back in this episode.
That's Whitman. And now it's Kerrigan trying to find something. Kerrigan passes it on the boards, along the boards. Pass up. The opportunity. Nice save by Spark. Kerrigan whips it out.
The last play was just Noah Kaplan going from one end to the other and get that shot on goal, and almost actually got it in above the shoulder of Spark.
Yeah, exactly. So now to be back in the Bethpage zone. I mean the Cold Spring Harbor zone. But they're leading a nice counterattack. Oh, beautiful move. And that one was almost in the net.
Yeah, you saw that.
In the Cold Spring Harbor zone. But they're leading a nice counterattack. Oh, beautiful move. And that one was almost in the net.
Taken out, yeah, by the guy trying to score for Cold Spring Harbor. And puck was in the air. Could have been anyone. There was no one in net to stop it. Luckily for them, though. Unfortunately, though, it's from a penalty on Witt for Bethpage.
Yep. And Bethpage will now be down 1 with 7:41 left, down 4. The window of opportunity is closing rather quickly. Shino on the ground. Clearing it out. Bethpage just barely. Leonard.
Yeah, Strano tried to make a move on his defender, ended up bobbling the puck. That's what caused this relaxation in the offense from first quarter.
Pass it around. Oh, he can't hit it. Backhanded opportunity. And he can't quite get it.
Great play by Spark there as...
Pass it around. Oh, he can't hit it. Backhanded opportunity. And he can't quite get it. Spark, who's been under fire the whole game, was able to make a pretty good save.
Yeah, Spark able to save it with his shin guard there. Make sure to have his toe lined up with the pole, making sure nothing got past that part.
120, just over 120 left on the power play. And this just has to be so, for a team that's been under fire the whole game, this is just a tough record to have to need all this energy. Trying to get it out is Virgil. And it ends up near the net, but nothing there. Pass back out to the point. Shot opportunity for McHale. Then Van Son had a look at it, but he couldn't hit it. Shino. Back around to Leonard. Pass back, Shino. He shoots, and Spark covers it up.
Now we're going to have some more interaction.
Leonard. Pass back, Shino. He shoots, and Spark covers it up.
By Bethpage on the defense.
And Shino, he's had such a good game, Richie Shino. He's really showed why he's a leader of this team. He's one of their best players, and he's showing off today.
Yeah, especially because we've been saying his name a lot. We've made sure, well, he's actually made sure that he's been all around the ice, always near the puck, just like some guys wish they could be.
I mean, he's a nightmare for Bethpage to have to account for because he's just everywhere. At the point. Cross-ice pass. Leonard ends up with it. Shot on net. Deflected by Bethpage. Just under 30 seconds left in the power play and just over 6 minutes left in the game. A little physicality from Bethpage, but Cold Spring Harbor is able to get rid of it.
Anything you got to do from Bethpage's defense to get the puck back in your possession with under 6 minutes left to play and a 4-point deficit.
Going after him, trying to make something out of nothing. He can't quite. Hanley looking to obtain it. He can't get it. And Jensen pursuing. He almost has it. But making some nice moves is Casey Reynolds. Pass in front of the net. Good clear. And it goes over the stick of Flynn. He's able to corral it. And it's passed into the zone. And we'll have a quick stoppage of play.
Yeah, it seems like Bethpage is trying to do whatever they can to get some offense here. Cold Spring Harbor being disciplined on defense, making sure that Bethpage isn't able to get an opportunity. And on the flip side, Cold Spring Harbor's offense, they've been slowing it down, making sure to take enough time off the clock that won't leave Bethpage any time to score.
Bethpage has really did a nice job on that power play. They couldn't get any counterattack going, but just keeping these guys in check on the power play with the offensive firepower that Cold Spring Harbor has is very impressive. Hanley kicks it, finds Dixon.
Hanley came very aggressive out of that face-off. Like I said, knowing that he has a limited amount of time to get some scores.
He's been super aggressive. He's been involved, but he really hasn't been himself this game.
On the scoreboard, though, he has been quiet. A guy we expected to say his name a lot. 19 points going into this one.
Just not there so far.
Yeah, Cold Spring Harbor's defense has been able to shut him down.
Hanley was on the face-off. He can't obtain it, and it's whipped around to Luke DeSotos. Hanley now behind the net. Looking for someone to come open. Instead, he'll take it himself. He can't hit it. Kerrigan trying to get it in front of the net. He can't. And it's passed ahead by Harry Carswell. Nice poke away by Brett Zuris. Kerrigan around the boards. Nobody home, but he's able to let his team get some change. Some new, fresh skaters.
Like I mentioned, Bethpage taking their time, making sure to milk all the time off the board until it gets down to triple zeros.
Counter opportunity for Segalis. Oh, a nice little through the legs move. Pass front of the net. Oh, Segalis made so many good moves. Another opportunity in front of the net. And another bout of... Oh, Segalis made so many good moves. Another opportunity in front of the net. And couldn't get him an assist there.
Yeah, it looked like Trey Young dribbling a basketball through Jeff Teague's legs, if you know what I'm talking about.
I know
Charlie.
exactly what you're referencing, and you were completely right.
Yeah, just able to get the puck through the guy's legs, bounce it off the board so he maintains his possession, then put it into the middle, giving his teammates an opportunity. But unfortunately,
he just couldn't finish.
Yeah, Strano for Cold Spring Harbor was there to try to corral it, and then the defenders for Cold Spring Harbor came, provided that backup.
So Tomitis, who has the only goal of the night for Bethpage, will take the face-off along with Chino for Cold Spring Harbor. Coming down is Noah Kaplan, who has really been impressive tonight. He's had a goal along with just helping control the pace. Spark on the ground.
Spark just battering around the puck there. Able to get it out, though, without any harm.
Put up high, and Witt trying to get it out. Taken away, it's Segalis. Segalis throws it around the boards. Almost gets it back. He can't, though. Cold Spring Harbor looking fast on the counterattack. Van Son. Nice poke away by Witt. Here comes Jensen.
Yeah, Bethpage.
Jensen, nice pass.
Bethpage is making sure that they have their guys in position because there's only less than 3 minutes now left on the clock. They need to get some goals if they're going to try to come back from this one.
Tomitis had a tough fall, and Triano way high, and we'll have a stoppage in play with 2:44 left in the period.
Yeah, that was just a result of two sticks colliding, the puck going flying.
Yeah, you hate to see something like that. You hate to see Tomitis down. You never want injuries to happen, and you want the game to stay clean. It hasn't been so much the case tonight. High emotions tonight, but overall, it's been a very interesting game.
Yeah, we had mentioned that Bethpage was playing for a very close-to-home cause. Cold Spring Harbor playing to try to defend their county championship from last year. Both these teams had a lot on the line coming into the night, and in this one, it just seems that Cold Spring Harbor was able to execute more than Bethpage had been able to.
Yeah. Hanley still trying to free himself. He can't. So for Bethpage, if they can't pull off a miraculous comeback, what do you see for them?
Well, Bethpage, they have their next game against Playview and Old Bethpage, and that team hasn't been able to do well so far, only 1-6 this season, so that could be an opportunity for a bounce-back win for them. That game will be on Tuesday night.
Just under the 2-minute mark, as Virgil will chase it down. He takes it out, and he finds him. So if you're a scorer like Hanley is, if you're that guy who's most accounted on to get the goals for your team. That being said, Bethpage does have other scorers. I mean, they've got James Jensen, who came into the game with 17 points. It's not like it's a one-man show by any means, but if you're Hanley, or any of those guys who scores a lot of points, how do you read that tonight?
Well, for a night like tonight, you got to be fresh. You got to be credit to the Cold Spring Harbor. It's solid so far, yeah. And for Bethpage's top scorers, obviously only Tomitis was able to get that goal, but you just look for the next game. You just rebound. Check always does in these post-game interviews. Just look back. This player's been playing great so far.
I mean, also the difference in the game played, which we haven't talked about yet. Cold Spring Harbor is our second game. It's Bethpage's 8th. So interesting scheduling.
Scheduling definitely helping though. Cold Spring Harbor. They've shown that they have the fresher legs, more energy in this one. It's going to be interesting though, like I mentioned in the pregame. Are they going to be able to keep this up? As they're going to have to make those games up sometime though.
Comes an opportunity for Mazukis. He's just wide. Kosman. Back up to Witt.
Cold Spring Harbor, though, looks like will secure the victory, moving them to 2-0 in the season, and that will set up Monday night where they go against Belmore Merrick, also another undefeated team. Going to be very excited.
I'm marking that one down on my calendar. So we're coming to an end. Tough winner on the boards. And we've got a little scruff. And that's the game. Our final score is Cold Spring Harbor 5, Bethpage 1. A tightly contested, high-energy game, all for a great cause.
Yeah, you always love when teams come out and play for a cause like this. 5-1 the score, though, would be Bethpage losing to Cold Spring Harbor. But like I said, great causes, great game, great fans coming out to support. It's always something you want to see, Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, so what would you say were the keys to the game?
Keys for me, for Cold Spring Harbor, let's start off with, they made sure to get everyone involved. They had their defensive players on offense. They had their offensive players on defense. Everyone was getting involved in every aspect of the game. For Bethpage, they were kind of kept shut. Only one goal from Tomitis in the game. They need to make sure that in the future they can get more goal scoring as they try to rebound from this one. And in their last game, they also did not get a victory, although they did get a tie.
So just one more time, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. We had a great time, and we hope to see you next time. I'm Charlie Benami.
I'm Casey Farr.
And we'll see you soon.